monitoring, measurement, analysis, and evaluation. 4 words, 4 distinct activities. Let's kind of look into each of one of them. Monitoring is about observing, watching what's happening, continuous, and it's broad. Service desk activity, change implementation, system performance, supplier performance are all part of the scope of monitoring. The next one is measurement. Measurement is generating quantitative data points. It's specific, how many incidents this month, mean time to restore, change success rate, etc. And then analysis is making sense of the data, trends, comparisons, patterns. Why are incidents up? Are changes failing more after the supplier change? And all questions relevant to analysis. And then evaluation is judgment against objectives. Are we meeting our service management objectives? Where are we falling short? And the standard requires you to determine what you monitor and measure, the methods used, when you analyze and evaluate. Each measurement activity has a defined what, how, and when. Here is a practitioner application to address some of the common gaps. Sometimes, we see organizations, measuring everything except what matters. Beautiful dashboards full of technical metrics, but objectives are not measured. Analysis is usually seen as an activity, not insight. Reports are produced, nobody reads them. Some of the common gaps. Better pattern is to design measurement against SMS objectives from clause 6.2. Analysis that draws conclusions, not just presents data, and evaluation against specific targets that drive decisions. 9.2 is internal audit. Internal audits independently verify the SMS between external surveillance audits. 2 purposes: conformity to ISO IEC 20000-1 and conformity to the organization's own SMS requirements. What does the standard require? An internal audit program planned at intervals. Auditors objective and impartial. They don't audit their own work. Records of audit findings retained. A process for reporting findings to relevant management and ensuring corrective actions are taken. And in terms of frequency, the standard says at planned intervals. Most organizations audit each clause at least once a year, with more frequent audits of high-risk areas. The plan typically rotates through clauses over a 12-month cycle. Well, who does this? Internal staff trained as internal auditors, or external consultants engaged as internal auditors. Either is acceptable. Independence from the area being audited is essential. And then we have management reviews. Top management reviews the SMS and services at planned intervals. The clause specifically requires top management's personal participation, not delegation, not summarized report. Why? Because management review is where decisions about the SMS get done. Direction, resourcing, scope, improvement priorities are all part of it. If top management is not there, these decisions don't happen. Required inputs for the top management review would be status of actions from previous reviews, changes in external and internal issues, information on SMS performance. We have monitoring, measurement, evaluation, audit results, customer feedback, achievement of objectives, non-conformities, and corrective actions. They would also look into adequacy of resources, risks and opportunities for improvement, are the things that kind of are looked at as inputs. And the required outputs would be decisions on continual improvement opportunities, decisions on changes to the SMS, resource needs, updated objectives, records retained, or some of the required outputs. Well, what's the frequency that this review is done? It's done at planned intervals, typically quarterly or 6-monthly. Annual is too infrequent. As a practitioner application, management review is often weak in real organizations, and good to kind of pay attention to this particular clause. A better way of carrying out this particular review would be standing meeting in management's calendar, formal agenda based on, the standards required inputs, decisions captured in minutes, with named owners and deadlines, actions tracked between reviews, top management being personally engaged, not represented by deputies, are some of the aspects of better patterns. And then 9.4 is service reporting. This is a fourth subclause of performance evaluation. Service reporting communicates with interested parties about services. It's distinct from management review, which is internal to top management. Service reporting goes outside to customers, to users, to regulators, sometimes others. Now, there are a few properties of the reports. They should be agreed. Both producer and consumer agree what's reported, and it's documented in SLAs. It should be timely, and it should be accurate. And it's important that we take care of some of these elements. And in terms of what's reported, is the performance against SLAs, major incident summaries, change activities, capacity utilizations, availability, etc. Some of the common gaps that we see in organizations would be, reports not aligned with SLAs, service provider reports what's easy to measure. SLA targets are not tracked. Sometimes there could be too much details. A 50-page report, nobody reads. Sometimes it could be selective reporting, good news is prominent and bad news is hidden in appendices. Sometimes it could be inaccurate data. A better pattern is concise reports, typically 5 to 10 pages, visual rather than wordy, consistent month to month, so trends are visible, honest about misses with explanations and corrective actions. The auditor will, sample audits, verify they match what's agreed, verify they match the underlying data, verify they are delivered, where required. So that's the, diagram. So we covered clause 9, which is performance evaluation. And now we are moving on to clause number 10, which is improvement. Non-conformity and corrective action is 10.1, and continual improvement is 10.2.